owning the problem. And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?" Then the man said, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate." Genesis 3:11 and 12. One afternoon, when our youngest daughter was just a toddler, we found her in the bathroom with a mostly empty tube of toothpaste in her hand. The contents were spread all over the room. There was toothpaste on the mirror, on the counter, on the walls, and in the bath mat. "Did you squeeze out all the toothpaste?" we asked incredulously. "No!" she answered emphatically. "Do you care to revise your story?" we asked. "You're still holding the tube. If you didn't do it, how did this happen?" I must admit I was disappointed in a pint-sized estimate of my intelligence. Her answer: "It happened all by itself." Sin has created a stubborn unwillingness to accept responsibility for our actions. Witness the litigious world that we live in. It is always someone else's fault when something goes wrong. It is the product of pride, a twisted love of self that is willing to sacrifice others to preserve oneself. It's been happening since the moment we first rebelled against God. It only took a matter of hours for Adam and Eve's newly acquired sinful natures to manifest themselves. "It wasn't my idea to eat from the tree. It was my wife's," Adam told God. "Moreover, it's your fault for creating her in the first place." Even though he was the one that asked, "Why don't I have a partner like the rest?" The sinful human heart has an astonishing capacity for evading responsibility. We seem to be able to justify any behavior and effortlessly deflect blame to others when we are caught. Eve did the same thing. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate," she postulated. That's verse 13 in Genesis 3. Jesus, however, is radically different. The last Adam, as Paul calls the Savior, handled things differently. Even though he was without sin, a lamb without blemish, without spot, he became sin for us. He emptied himself of the dignity and majesty he had with the Father, humbly preferring lost sinners to himself. The love of God stands in stark contrast to the pride of sinners, and it silences all claims that God is arbitrary or that his government is self-serving. The cross is God's antidote to our pride. When faced with Christ's gift, what choice do we have but to humbly admit that we are indeed sinners in need of a Savior?